It starts with a wizard. He's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane. When you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
We are in
Dungeons & Dragons! Alright, welcome back everybody to the Flagon Slayers. I am your Dungeon Master, Jacob. I am footloose and fancy free because I finished college anyway.
Hey,
Shout out
but-
to all you who graduated this week.
Yeah, shout out to the graduates who got to hear Taylor Swift talk about salad. You go.
I love salad.
Taylor Swift did a pretty fun speech. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Flagon Slayers. Brady and Corey are taking a slight hiatus, so this will be the party for a little while. In case you missed last week, though, the party was confronted by Thia's old friend Animas, who, after some light barbing back and forth, revealed to Thia that he had a problem. That there was a young elf woman who had been afflicted with some strange divine magic, causing her to accidentally kill her entire family. But Animas went to Thia, since she is the only other cleric that he knows, to maybe help. But that wasn't the only thing that happened last week. You missed a lot. So, Zygon also tailed a strange figure that was spying on the group, which led to a dark alley in the middle of Syngorn, where he discovered that the man that was spying on him was not a man at all, but a strange, horrific, squid-like monster named an Illithid. But the Illithid was not the one in charge in this encounter, when it was revealed that Anzu's son Richter had some connection to this strange man. He found Zygon and basically told Zygon, you better watch out, you better not cry, I'm watching you all the time. So Anzu, hearing this, like any rational person thinks, I'm going to go find the corpse of my dead wife, who's been gone for at least 50 years, and I'm going to bring her back to life with magic potion. Because who wouldn't think that, right? So, and who, especially not the DM, who had no idea and is honestly still kind of dealing with it. It's like Chekhov's gun. I gave you something that powerful, you're going to use it. What else do I expect? Anyway, so the ritual to bring back Linares was conducted, and that is where we ended last week's episode, with a cliffhanger of sorts, as I like to do, of whether Linares is back or not. So, Anzu, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
So to kind of set the scene, You're next to Linares' statue commemorating the battle that took place between you and the battle that took place between your friend group all those years ago. And with a brilliant flash of white light, Anzo, I need you to make a wisdom save throw.
24.
24. Excuse me, sorry.
You good?
I'm okay.
Please don't die.
You know when sometimes and you like go to burp and it like gets stuck in your throat and then it goes back down and it hurts?
And then you hiccup.
No.
And, yeah.
That's
It
always
hurts. It hurts. Anyway, so Anzu, as you're standing there and this white light is enveloping you, you sense a presence that's kind of lingering on the edge of your consciousness. Thea, I need you to make a perception check, and Zygon will also make a perception check. Ooh. Even with an eye patch, he still looks pretty good.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm using like a dice roller, and I'm like, I didn't realize it like rolled. Okay, 25.
25. Sophia, you kind of shield yourself from the blinding light that is laced with divine magics. There is someone here. Kind of behind you guys. So you guys are currently like in the center of the crater. They're like on top of it.
Did it work?
Does it feel like a real person or like a divine entity of sorts?
Make a Arcana check.
Okay.
Are me and Animas just like hanging out at the bar?
Yeah, you guys are just chilling. You're getting ready for
Oh,
your
nice.
date.
I wanted to have a talk with him, hang out.
Well,
a
yeah,
little.
you guys can do that. You guys can do that.
19.
We'll finish up this. 19. So you know how like when you like order a burger and better analogy. You know how like when you order a steak and you're
Oh
like,
no, burgers are my territory.
well, this analogy works better if it's steak. So you order a steak, right? And it comes medium well, and you're like, oh, I ordered this medium rare.
I would never do that, but sure.
You sense a divine presence near you, but somehow shifted. Not quite. It's not the same energy. Like if your divine magic is purple, this one is like violet.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't those the same thing?
Is that purple?
No, purple and violet are two different colors, guys.
Are you thinking of
just like-
magenta or something?
No, I know what I said.
I'm,
Purple and violet
that
are two
only
different
kind of
colors.
makes sense to me, but okay. Can I turn around and look for this divine entity?
Yeah. So you see standing on top of the crater, what looks like a woman, kind of palish skin. You see a veil over her face, like jet black hair that comes down past the veil.
Is it the Raven Queen?
It is not the Raven Queen. But she you can't really see anything below the veil. And her dress is like, it looks like a wedding dress, but on the ends it's frayed and black. There's definitely a divine energy coming off of this though. So Anzu,
Does it feel threatening at all, or just kind of
make a insight check. Anzu, as the light begins to fade, you're no longer standing in the crater. You look around and you see this lake, this beautiful lake that reflects the moon. It looks as though you're on the surface of the moon with how clear the reflection is. and you are sitting in a small rowboat that you currently have the oars next to your hands. What do you want to do?
Do I see anything around me?
Make an investigation check.
Uh,
Thea, would you roll on that insight?
Dirty 20.
She appears to be observing. You can't quite tell if it's threatening or not. Gods are very fickle.
That'll be a 23 for me.
23. There is a in the center of the lake, you see something like giving off like pulsating white light.
I'm gonna row over to it.
Thea, you notice that Anzu is kind of just standing there, almost expressionless. Zygon's still kind of averting from the light. You also notice that as the light is hitting Zygon, you see his shadow, and you see the wings that sometimes come out are in the shadow, and they're like these skeletal wings with like feathers falling off of them. Kind of cool.
Interesting. Interesting.
The figure on top of the crater, just like a leaf falling from a tree, begins to float down the crater. Anzu, as you're rowing, you get closer to the light, and as you approach, you see a small, what looks like a glass case that's kind of just floating on top of the water, and inside you see an elven woman, probably in her mid 200s.
Beautiful age.
Yeah, perfect age. With long, kind of like strawberry blonde hair that goes just past her chest. Pointed ears like an elf. Very kind of pale complexion. You see that her features are kind of sunken in, like hollow looking.
In the case?
In the case, she's inside the case. Think like Snow White's coffin at the end of the Disney movie.
Am I able to open it?
You
Yeah.
sure can try. Make a strength check. His strength is
Not
not
his
good.
strong suit.
No, strength is definitely not his strong suit.
That's a 5.
That's a
It's
5.
actually like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. So you try to lift off the case, and you can see that running along the lid is this what looks like a ribbon that's encircling the case, and you can see you see a bunch of different religious symbols on it. Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
It's a 14.
These are very common. You see the symbol for the Raven Queen kind of running along, and then you also see the Moonweaver symbol underneath that, and as it's encircling the case.
Can I try to open it again?
Make a strength check.
17.
17. So now that you notice there's ribbon, you kind of get you dig your fingers into the ribbon itself, and as you do, it feels the electricity that comes from arcane power courses through you, but it's got a different feel to it. It's more pure almost. It's almost overwhelming, but as you dig deeper, you see the ribbon begins to fray and tear as you lift, and you eventually throw the case off as it falls into the water and sinks. Thea, this strange figure, this veiled woman, is now standing about 5 feet from you, not saying a word. You can also see that her hands are double-sided, so each hand looks like this. Like there's a hand on the back of her hand, almost.
That's icky.
That ain't my fucking wife.
How is it my wife?
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Oh no, you.
It's not
The
my
old
bird.
double hand job.
But you see the figure is just kind of standing there observing. Now that she's close enough,
Winnie, come here.
there's no face behind the veil. Strangely. But it's just kind of sitting there, seemingly watching. It doesn't really have eyes to watch you, so. Oh, there's another puppy!
Baby. It's just a baby.
Oh, just your
Little
baby.
Winnie.
That's a
Stop.
beautiful
Don't want
dog.
you licking me. You
I
smell
love
like
you.
shit.
Oh.
Back down. Yeah, she's like 2 years old.
Oh.
So, Anzu, as the case falls into the water, you see your wife laying before you, lifeless, yet still vibrant. Her skin almost like porcelain.
Can I try to shake her a bit? Just a little bit.
Make a strength check.
Fishy, wake up,
11.
fishy.
Yeah, exactly. Fishy. What'd you roll?
11.
11. You shake her. Nothing seems to happen.
Daenerys? Wake up.
Nothing.
Give her a little smooch.
Good little smudge.
I'll kind of pick up the top part of her and give her a little
Little smooch. Little smoochy smooch. I need you to make a charisma. I need you to just roll charisma for me. Almost like a performance check, but not really.
Horrible.
Seducing
17.
a dead woman.
Roll to seduce dead lady.
Give me a seduction check.
So you kiss her, and you see the light that's emanating coalesces, seemingly drawn into her body. And then you see her eyes burst open.
Ah!
She looks at you with this dazed kind of confusion on her face, as she draws in a breath. She looks up at you and places a hand on your face, and then your vision blinks out. You return back to yourself as the light fades away. You now notice this strange figure standing next to Thia and Zygon and yourself. Zygon kind of brings his hand down, no longer having to shield his eyes from the light.
She's just standing there?
Yeah, this strange figure is just standing there.
So I notice it's strange, like the whole hand thing.
The whole double hand thing, the whole no face, yeah.
I'll walk up. Shoot, go! Well, you're not my wife.
The head kind of looks down to you. Again, no facial expression. You hear a voice that sounds like it's coming from this figure, but it also sounds like it's coming from all around you. Like it's like in your own mind. It almost feels like when air gets blown onto the back of your neck and sends a shiver down your spine. And the figure says, Anzu Zok, you have violated the laws of nature.
Who are you?
You have met me once before. Just in a lesser form. Do you guys need to roll a history check?
No, I know.
It is not the Raven Queen.
I've met her?
You have. You
You know,
all
once
have
before.
except for Sirus.
Oh.
She's from
so
when
once-
Anzu died the first time.
No, because that was the Raven Queen, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Isn't
was the
this
Raven
that
Queen.
one girl with from the forest, from the elf place?
This is a 23.
23. So Anzu, using your magical powers of brain, you recall meeting another deity when you guys visited the city of Xenogast.
Yes, I was right.
Um,
It's that one girl from outside the city
yes, her name is
in the
Winnogear.
woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was her.
I
Yeah.
remember the name.
But she looks very different from the last time you saw
Yeah.
her.
How'd she look back then?
She
no
was
notes.
blue. Not really like. She looked like a normal person, basically. Like
She's
a
also the
normal
one who
like.
explained to us about the guy with the sword, how he
Yeah.
came possibly from a different time,
Yeah.
or like different.
Because
Like,
Winnogear is from a
multiverse.
different plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you also met what's the name? Xenosiris, the god of magic. Yeah.
Magic itself.
Yeah, the god of magic itself. He's the god of Arcana. Well, they is a better description of Xenosiris. Xenosiris is basically pure energy. Anyway, yeah. So that kind of clicks in your brain.
Well, when I get, to be fair, I'm not the only one that's meddled around a bit to help the world, right? Huh?
What you say? The world could bring unforeseen consequences. And the gods of your plane are too silent.
But the gods of my plane have also brought me back.
Yet another heir. Tell me why, Anzuzuk. I should allow you to live. For your very existence violates the laws of nature.
So she's not even a god from this plane?
No, she's a god from another plane.
Now who the fuck is she?
He's Widow
Alright.
Gear.
Winnogear, you know her name.
Yeah, you should also be careful. When she slaps you, she's just going front hand both ways.
She's gonna play front hand, backhand at the same
Yeah,
time.
But it's front hand the same way. You want to play front hand?
If the gods of my world thought that we needed no help to do what we are doing, to save everything, then they wouldn't have helped us in the first place. Where you are from is a perfect example.
Where I am from, mortals knew to respect nature, except for one wayward soul. what you do violates a fundamental law. And while it is true that I am not originally from here, the veil between our planes is fading. And while your gods reside elsewhere, me and my family reside here now.
Renegade, I am doing everything I can. I cannot risk losing everything that I've built, everything that we have built, all of Taldor.
But yeah, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Tough.
Well, that's rude.
That's tough.
Um, okay.
Oh, Zygon's also going to make that save while I think about it.
With disadvantage, it's a 27.
Okay. Ooh, Zygon's is worse. So, in a flash, Winnogear is now standing in between Zygon and Thea. And Thea, you feel this cold pressure kind of in the center of your spine as you guys see, well, Anzu, you see Winnogear's hands are inside Zygon and Thea. You see this weird veil of energy kind of around them as it's not puncturing, but she is holding on to them somehow. And then you see as she begins to pull, and for Thea it's harder, but you see that this blue energy begins to get pulled out of their bodies. Thea, your soul is being removed from your body.
No.
Um,
No. Uh-uh.
So she stops, and you can feel your legs start to go numb. As it feels as though it feels like you're dying. And then you see with one, you see Zygon's soul gets completely ripped out of his body as his body collapses to the ground. And you can see her
Until
kind of,
this character line is gone, damn it.
you can see her holding this small blue orb that kind of crackles every once in a while with this like red lightning and then a white lightning. And she holds it as it kind of floats above her dual-sided hand. Perhaps I should take these two to replace you and your beloved.
Renegade, if you do that, this world will end just like yours. And you know that.
Enzu, Zook. Perhaps you are correct. But the laws of nature must be maintained. Thea, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
It's a natural 1. So an 11.
Natural 1. Doesn't matter what your bonuses are. You rolled a natural 1. So, Andrew, as you're having this debate with Winnogear, you see Thea, the light from Thea's eyes just fade away as her body falls to the ground. And you can see her soul get compressed into this small blue sphere.
It's souls you want.
I merely want balance.
I'll bring you your balance.
How do you propose to do such a thing?
When we go on our conquest, when we stop everything, I will bring you the souls of the ones that are doing.
Make
The
a
ones
persuasion
that-
check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
And not
Oh,
all soul hunters.
Good. Less good. 16.
16. The souls of Marcaius and his ilk could be used to balance the scale. But how am I to know that you do not lie?
Because if I don't bring you theirs, then you can have mine once I'm done serving the Raven Queen.
Eternity is a long time to wait for an IOU.
And as you said, they're not very active. I'm Dr. Leaving now.
I will grant you this reprieve, Anzuzuk. But know that the bell tolls for all, and that the balance will be achieved. And then you see the two orbs float down back into Thea and Zygon. We're not doing a Freaky Friday. Just not gonna do that. I think that'd be hilarious, but we're not
If
doing
he
it.
was here, it would be one of the
I
greatest
would
things
totally
ever.
do it if Brady was here. We could totally do a Freaky Friday. But Thea, you return. You see Zygon kind of looking around, confused. It happened instantaneously for him. He had no idea what happened.
So Marcaius and
She's still
Shabira, is that
there.
what I promised?
So Marcaius and his ilk is what Winnow said. So not just Shavira, but also his three
All of them.
lieutenants. Yeah, basically all of them.
The 5 and then the 3. Well, yeah. Or just him and the 3.
Yep.
She's
The
still
3
there.
lieutenants.
Yeah, so as you kind of come to consciousness, you see this figure looming over you. And Thea, you can now see half of her face. You see a yellow glowing eye, fang-like teeth with like this almost greenish hue to the skin.
So she's like a Death Eater.
Kinda like a Dementor.
Dementor, that's
Can
what
I
meant.
like make a religion check? Does she have anything to do? I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that you said the eye, but, like anything to do with like Vecna.
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Oh, that's
Um,
cute. Oh, look at you knowing religion. Oh, that's so
and then,
awesome.
oh, I rolled it with disadvantage on accident.
Oopsies.
17.
17. I mean, yellow eyes aren't exclusive to Vecna. A lot of creatures have yellow glowing eyes. Some animals do. It doesn't seem to connect.
Okay.
Especially since she's from a different plane.
Right. I figured maybe, but I was like,
It's always
it
good to
seems
check.
bad.
It's always good to check.
Yeah, bad vibes. I hate this bitch. I'm so mad right now.
Do I see that Thea's okay now?
Yeah.
Thea?
Yeah.
Are you... Is everything... How many fingers am I holding?
Well, I'm like on the ground, like I just want to like spit at her, but I want it to be like a sacred flame kind of thing.
Okay.
It doesn't have to like do anything, but I just kind of like for like the
For
flavor of
flavor.
it.
Yeah. So you shoot this sacred flame at her from your mouth, and you see it just kind of dissipates as it gets close to her body. Well, children of Taldore, I will see you once again. Be well. As she,
You too.
in the wind, you see her body just kind of dissipate as it floats away.
Thea, you should know better than to treat your elders like that. Do you know who that
Tried
was?
to kill me.
Yes, I know she tried to kill you. You know, these things, and I'll hold the bottle of the resurrection shit. This should really come with a warning label. I didn't know I had to do all this. I thought, whoop, you just drop it and there they are. Nope.
Did it work? Is my
Oh, no.
did it?
She said something about souls. I don't know. I don't see Linares. Zygon, do you see anything? You have keen eyes. Well,
He begins to look around. He flips the eye patch up, looks around some more, flips it back down. Yeah, I don't really see anything.
Can I walk over to where she would be?
Yeah.
Like, look for her. Is her body just there? Like,
No, it is not.
oh.
Um, you hear the sound of bare feet hitting stone. As coming around the statue of Linares, you see Linares standing there, kind of leaning on the statue in her what she was wearing for her funeral, or at least what was able to be worn by stuff. Anyway, and you see she kind of looks over at the two of you, confused look on her face, and then you see she starts to fall forward, unconscious, as Zygon grabs her.
hey, let go of my wife. No.
Okay, he's gonna just drop her.
I'm gonna try to catch her.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
That checks out.
I know Zygon.
Smell check? Can we get a smell check on the corpse?
How does this smell on a scale of 1 to 10?
13.
13. You barely dive, and she actually lands on your back as you kind of just full on like baseball dive for home plate.
So what was the bear we heard?
Bare feet, not bear.
Oh,
Not bear.
And then
BARE,
No.
not
Then
BEAR.
a bear.
So
where's
popped out
this
from
bear,
behind
like-
the statue.
Behind
At
another.
first, I did think you were talking about a bear, but then you kept going, and I was like, "Oh, I get it now."
Synonym or homophones.
Can I do like a medicine check on her, see if there's anything I need to like fix?
Yeah,
as
make a
of
medicine
right now?
check. Make a medicine check.
did she just die
Yes.
again?
She is still breathing.
I sure do hope not. Oh, okay, 8.
8. Wow, cleric. All the arms and legs are there, and she's breathing. Seems good. She's a little thinner than normal. But you know, dead. But yeah, she seems perfectly healthy.
Can I cast a like lesser restoration on her? Just see if that like wakes her up, maybe like fixes her a little bit.
Will
Yeah,
this
can I
fit
cast Fireball?
her? Can I cast Fireball to explode? Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's like paralyzed out of shock, but that could fix it.
So you cast Lesser Restoration. Her breathing goes from kind of a labored to more calm, but she does not awaken.
Throw some water in her face.
Suppose we should find a place to sleep, maybe?
Oh, I forgot I have my staff of healing. Duh, idiot.
Dummy.
Big fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you do notice that the sun is beginning to set as you guys are doing this.
Mm.
And the meeting that you were supposed to attend is in about an hour.
Hey, just a fair warning. Nighttime around the school can get a bit iffy. There's a lot of boogaloos.
Oh. You see Zygon says, I'm not a big fan of boogaloos.
Yes. Richter was quite scared of them too. If I knew he was going to do this, I would have trapped a bottle of them.
He was scared of the boogaloos too.
Yes, very scared of the boogaloos.
Well, we don't want any boogaloos on loose.
Oh God.
I would play Zygon so smarmy, you guys don't even know.
Yeah, and I have a meeting to catch in about an hour, so we should get going.
Is
And-
the tavern okay, or do you want to go to your father's house? I don't know.
We
which
should
one.
go to my father's house for sure. I can't lug her across the city.
I've never been there, so here's a scroll of teleportation, and yeah, just think about it.
It's
Think
true,
about your
Targaryen
father's
did not
house.
have the house when Anzu would have visited. Yeah, it's a new house.
Okay, so the way this
They
works,
were
think about
there.
your father's house uninterrupted.
Wait, yeah, you did, Anzu. You were there before you went to the tavern.
What, his mansion thing? I thought
Yeah.
that was-
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
oh.
no, his actual house in Syngorn you have been to.
I'm gonna take that scroll back. Teleport!
All right, so the four of you teleport.
Just full Dumbledore.
One of the coolest scenes, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on,
Oh, yeah.
so cool. Anyway, Animas and Sirus.
Hey,
They've been gone for about an hour. You guys have kind of been chilling.
how much longer until the date?
I would say 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
kind of going back
drinking
in
some
time a little
beer.
bit here.
All right. I'm sat at the bar drinking and just like visibly freaking out. I'm nervous. I'm shaking.
Sirus, you've been on many dates in the past.
Uh, um. Short answer: no, no.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna be good. Don't
So
worry.
like, what do I need to wear? Like, is this okay? Is it what do I need to do like my hair? Like, what do I need to I don't know what to do.
So I just want to let you know real quick. All of my knowledge of anything when it comes to intimacy between two people is from books.
Okay.
Well, books teach you everything, guys. You don't need real world experience, right?
So what I
Right?
know,
Really, romance
So
novels,
the first-
actually.
Yeah,
Just
Tusk
smut.
Love
Just
is
reading
Anima's
all the
favorite
smut.
book. Yeah.
the first thing you want to do is you want to caress her inner thigh.
Inner thigh. Where am I pressing her inner thigh at?
Guys, I want to remind you
No,
we're on
you're
Twitch.
Caressing.
Oh, caressing.
I know.
Okay. All right.
You're just gonna caress it gently.
Okay. All right.
It's like that
From there,
Tenacious
you
D
want to give
song.
her some compliments,
Uh-huh.
possibly whispering in her ear while you give her those compliments.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep.
And then it kind of just figures its way out from there.
Okay. All right. All right. Should I ask her
Yeah.
to play some darts? That I feel like that would be a cute little date.
No,
thing.
no. Caressing her
darts?
thigh is definitely the way to go.
Okay. All right. Will do. Yep.
I
I'll do
wouldn't
that.
play, honestly, after watching you guys play earlier, like, no matter what you want to do, just don't play any games that involve accuracy again.
Okay. All right. All
It was,
right.
it was just, it
That's
would take too
probably-
long.
That's probably smart.
You know, that's the longest foreplay you're ever gonna have is playing darts with this woman. But basically, yeah, just the old thigh trick.
All right. Cool. I would like to.
Second,
I would like to. Is there like a like? Are we at our tavern? I don't remember where we're at.
No,
We're
you're
somewhere
at
No,
a you're at a
Castle Hub.
tavern in
give me
Syngorn.
3 seconds.
Okay. I would
1,
like to.
2. There we
is
go.
there like a chef or something?
Is there a chef in this rundown tavern?
Yeah. Or
They
a
have
cook.
perpetual stew, and that's about it.
Make an investigation check.
All right. All right. 10.
Okay. You can see that there's a room in the back where excuse me. There's a room in the back where you see the barmaids every once in a while go back through and then they bring out bowls of food.
All right.
So you assume there is a kitchen.
Okay. All right. Cool. Animus, so like do I need to order food beforehand and then they bring it out like while she I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
think you order it. I think you just take it more casually. Like,
Okay. All right.
like just have some normal conversation when she gets here. Let her order what she wants to eat or something. If you want to like buy her a drink, buy her a drink.
Buy her a
Simple
drink.
stuff
Okay.
like that. Do you not have like do you not have this kind of stuff back from the Feywild? Like, does your
Um,
town not do much of this?
I don't.
Okay, okay. Um, Speaking of which, like, we haven't talked much about, where you're from and stuff.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I we've kind of left this alone for a while. We had that whole thing with the beholder, um, but maybe talk about like let's think of this as a practice round for the date on
Okay.
like just talking normally.
Mhm.
What town are you from in the Feywild?
Oof. Hey Jacob, did we establish that by chance?
I'm letting you go, man. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
I don't think we established a name, but we established themes.
We established themes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my paper. Hold on.
Let him get his notes. But while he's getting his notes, we want to say thank you to everyone watching. We really appreciate it, and we just want to thank you so much for supporting our content for 2 years or a year. I don't
Fuck
remember when we got
yeah.
on Twitch.
2 years,
Wow.
year and a half.
This campaign's
Wait,
been going for 3.
2.5 years. 2.5 years
It's
on
not
In
Twitch.
much,
September,
Jacob.
this campaign will be 4 years old if it goes that long.
It'll be 3.
I thought it was 4.
3 years old.
No, we started in
Wait.
2019. Friday
Guys,
the
what
13th.
what is time if not a flat circle?
It's
It was
a
Friday the
construct.
13th, September 13th, 2019 that we started. I remember because I went to get this tattoo as a Friday the 13th flash, and then it was taking a long time. So then I left to go play D&D, and then I went back 2 weeks later and I got this tattoo.
Let's go.
Nice. All right, so back.
Back into character, everybody.
Yeah, I'm from a very very small town called Inglestead.
Just spell that for me.
Ingolstead.
For context, Caleb's probably gonna mess with Zach because they've been friends for a very long time.
100%.
Let's watch.
100% that's gonna happen.
Inglestead, interesting.
Yep.
And what kind of what kind of creatures live in Inglestead?
Oh, we got all sorts of creatures.
Yeah.
There's the flying creatures and like the walking
Uh-huh.
creatures.
Zach,
Yeah.
I'll bail you out a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Here
he comes from
boogaloos come out.
yes, boogaloos and whoozy whatsits everywhere.
Yes, all
Um,
over.
no, his home consists of only tieflings. It is a tiefling homestead within the Feywild that was established 2 generations ago.
So like how long do you think that? Like 100 years?
Well, be about 120 years that it's been there in the Feywild, which is why, as you kind of look at Sirus, you notice that his features are sharper than most tieflings. You see that his ears have slight points to them. His horns kind of grow more sporadically, and you see he does not give off the slightly demonic presence of normal tieflings. He gives off more of a fey energy.
Of course, yes. Um, Also, like, do you guys like serve any gods there or anything, or does your town like have like a temple to any deity? Like, I know Titania is really big over there. I've already met her.
So
She's Titania.
we're kind of at odds with the gods, as one would say. The my village kind of got attacked by a very large creature, and actually destroyed the temple. It was a very small temple, but a temple nonetheless. So
That is
yeah,
unfortunate. Who is the
we're not.
temple to?
Dang it.
Yep. That one.
Here, Zach, I gotcha.
Thank you.
Good one yet.
So if we're going off
Let's pick
Tal'Dore's
out a
deities,
random deity from the book. Ba-da-da.
so if we're going off of Tal'Dore's deities, do you want it to be a good god or a bad god?
Good
Or
God.
neutral.
Good god. Well, I mean more like the pantheon is split into two sections, and it's
Oh.
the good gods and the evil ones. So, did they have this devotion to this god before they got to the Feywild?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
This
Well,
isn't your Q&A, Caleb. This is mine.
so I would say that they're probably devoted to the Wild Mother, who is like the goddess of nature and storms, and has a connection to the Feywild.
You said the Wild Mother?
Yes, the Wild
I
Mother.
like that. I like that we finally brought the Wild Mother into this campaign.
She's very rarely used. Like she's not even really been used in Critical Role that much.
I mean, campaign 2, there were two people
Campaign 2.
devoted to her.
Oh well,
Yeah.
see, I haven't watched that, so it doesn't
The
exist in my
whole
brain.
campaign is about the Wild
Oh,
Mother.
get smarter.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on campaign 3. I'm like 5
Hey,
episodes
take
behind.
that, loser.
All right. Yeah. So
Animus, I need you to make a beg me to not kill you check.
Hold on, I'll roll percentage dice for that.
If you roll
It's a
a
97.
1%, you're dead. Oh, okay.
It's a 97. Even better.
Ugh.
That was a really high percentage roll.
Yeah, too bad you wasted it on a garbage thing.
I'll roll it again.
was that it for the
The
check?
Wild... Yeah, sorry. So your temple to the Wild Mother was destroyed by... Is it similar to the creature we found whenever I found you in the Feywild and then we teleported back through and that thing followed us?
Similar, but not the same. So those creatures, they feel like almost like combinations of creatures.
Right.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about this when I first met you.
Right. And so I've seen a couple, and I figured that tracking one would hopefully lead me to another, which hopefully would lead me to the one I'm after. I'm trying to get revenge on that creature.
If we could try to find just the guy that because there is like this one guy who was like keeping notes on us at one point, who
That's not
apparently was
creepy at all.
who was apparently the creator of these creatures. So, yeah, maybe like I mean we could probably try to see if we can find him, and that would might solve.
I get dibs on his head.
Okay, well we also might want to talk to him first to see what the hell's going on, because he didn't seem super evil.
Well, he's literally stalking you.
That's true, but we're also being literally stalked by like half the fucking population of this country.
I'm saying is the reason I'm here is to get revenge.
Of course. Did you lose anyone in this attack?
I actually lost my best friend.
Oh
God,
shit!
His name is in my book somewhere.
Man, I really. It's just sometimes you're just so sad about losing a friend that you forget the name for a minute.
Forget their name.
Yeah, I can see her getting teary-eyed. I can see her tearing up a little bit.
Yeah, and I kind of reach for the necklace that's hanging out on my horn. This was actually his necklace. And so I carry it with me everywhere I go.
It's on your horn. It's a little thing dangling on your horn.
Yeah.
Oh, a little dangly thing.
A dingle dangle.
Wow. Oh, a little dingle dangle. Well.
Why do I not have his name written down anywhere?
Theodore.
No. You'll find it. It'll
Yep.
be fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just so sad about a friend you forget their name. It's really sucky.
It's just you get so broken up about it.
It's just yeah, he's just I can see him crying right now. It's a whole thing. Maybe don't bring this one up on the date. Maybe
Yeah,
this isn't a
probably not.
yeah. No, you probably don't want to jump into a date scaring a girl by saying, "Oh, well, my best friend died, so I'm on a revenge quest."
And I'm trying.
You
to
know what?
find
She's
this
probably
color.
yeah. You're trying to find, and he's actually she's kind of crazy. You could probably tell her that, and she'd probably be really into it. I'm just curious.
You're not wrong.
I'm just curious what's upstairs and what's downstairs because maybe try to bring that back up. Maybe try to circle back around to that
Yeah,
situation.
I really wish time would just like speed up or something.
Yeah.
And get to
Well,
the date quicker.
What time did we have a meeting or something? Was there a meeting, Jacob?
There's a meeting at 7 to meet with the Council of Syngorn to discuss what you guys know about the
yeah.
5.
How does that
And
line
you
up
said
with
Same time, baby.
So we have a couple. You said a couple hours from when we first jumped into this conversation. Is there any temples to the Raven Queen in
No.
the city of Syngorn? Yeah, I didn't.
No.
No, I'm just gonna have to.
Shut
Cool.
that down real quick.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
How close to like the outskirts of the city are we?
You guys are on. So let me pull out my handy dandy map. I'm the map.
Yes. I'm the
Love to see
map.
it.
You're a little satisfied with yourself, Zach, and that worries me.
Well,
It's because he's the map, Jacob.
This book is. Oh, really? Okay, there's no. Okay.
Come on.
I
so
don't need a map. It's okay.
You are northwest of the city proper.
It's okay. I'll just do something here. Well, speaking of gods and stuff, I
Great segue.
probably yeah. We were talking about the Wild Mother and then your friend in the temple. So, I don't think Syngorn, they don't seem like the type to worship a certain god. So I may have to just go over to a table and see if I can reach out to her. Because we're in a little bit of a situation and I haven't talked to her in a while and I feel like I probably should get back into that and actually maybe stick with it this time. So, but... so I'm gonna go do that. You go ahead and you prepare yourself. Don't think too hard about what's upstairs and what's downstairs, especially what's not downstairs, because it could be better than what's upstairs, but you can't quite tell because the upstairs could always be a fun thing.
Yes. I'm gonna go drink a couple more brewskis to try to calm myself down.
I'm gonna go sit at a table, Jacob.
Okay.
And I would like to pull out a small chunk of obsidian.
Ooh, okay.
And I'll pull a feather off of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to focus on these two objects in order to pray to the Raven Queen.
Okay. Make a religion check.
All right. While I do this religion check, actually, I'll make it and then I'll say what I'm probably praying. It's not good. 7. So I'll probably focus and be like, I feel like I keep leaving you for a while and not talking, saying that I'm gonna try to talk to you and I need your help and everything, and then leave it alone. And maybe I've done that a few too many times, and I've been on a bad path for a while. And I think I need to come to the realization that going forward, I need to start trusting people around me and you especially, someone who's kind of been there since I was born, so I'm just really hoping that you can respond to this. There's a lot going on right now. I still have a demon head. Need to get him out of here some way. Maybe find some
Roll
way to kill him.
a percentage check. Roll percentage.
42.
32. So as you're praying, you see the obsidian begins to shatter and like crack and kind of just chip off into different pieces.
Is anything happening with the feather yet?
No.
Okay, I'll just keep praying. Well, if there's any way you can respond to me or give me some sort of sign, this may be a good time, as we're kind of coming closer and closer to a date that could mean the end of the world, or the end of the world as we know it, I should say. My friends kind of need us all to come back together as a group here, so...
Okay. Make another percentage dice roll, please.
68?
68. You see the feather begin to kind of float up, and it kind of blows through the tavern. And you see it actually blows out the window.
Well, I understand if maybe I need to show a little bit more appreciation and stuff towards you, so I'll try again at a later date. Maybe I can get to you at some other point. Maybe it's just because I'm in a giant city of elves. I don't know.
So, as you finish, you see someone comes into the bar or the tavern, and you see the feather is kind of wedged in between a strap on their body as they kind of lower their hood. You see this crazy, stupid old elf
No fucking way.
with really long ears, like hair coming out of it, like hair in the nostrils. Blah, blah. But he's really, really old.
Is this the one from my dream?
It is.
I'm gonna look kind of like super shocked at first, like, what the fuck?
The beak full on falls onto the table like it's a Looney Tunes.
I'm stuck on the table. Is he coming over to me?
No. He
Okay.
gets a drink and then he goes and sits down.
I'm gonna go join him. And like kind of slowly sit down.
Okay.
Excuse me?
What? Hello!
Hello there.
What
Hi.
brings a stranger of such strange feather and foot in front of me?
I feel like I've seen you before. But it was more surreal in a dream than this.
Well, oh, well,
Wrong words.
s- I don't know if I have been in dreams or not. I hope I've been in some dreams of some ladies I've known in the past, but you know, you can never really know.
Okay. It's just weird that I'm seeing you now. Do you by chance have any connections to the Raven Queen or something crazy like that?
Nice one, Jacob.
Can't say I do.
Okay. Can you just tell me a little of who you are?
Well, I'm not one to tell strangers who I am when they haven't even introduced themselves to me.
Okay. Well, my name's Animas.
Oh.
I'm part of a group called the Flagon Slayers,
Hmm.
and I am here on important work to stop some evil people.
Well, Capreus of the Blagon Blairs, it's nice to meet you.
Why is it always me that has to deal with these characters?
Why is it
He
always
does-
you that reacts this way?
He does this to me every time.
And what's your name, sir?
And you're in it?
Now that I've
That's what
introduced
you said.
myself, who are you?
What was your name again?
Animus.
Anomas.
That's close.
That's a fancy name. I haven't heard that before.
Animus.
Huh? I don't have
What's
any
your
money.
name? What is your name, sir?
Let me see. He pulls a card from his pocket. I've gone by many names.
Okay.
One was Philip. I liked that one. Oh, it's a good one. But Philip, the traveling salesman, had problems with the ladies, you see.
Okay.
So then Philip had to have an accident in the sewers.
Problems with the lady. Are you talking about like you just like full on, just like, out with a bunch of ladies and then you just kind of skirted
Oh,
around a
no,
little
no,
much?
you see, there was too many ladies, and they all started talking to each other, and if you have all your ladies talking to each other, only bad things can happen, let me tell you.
No women be talking.
I believe you. I don't have any problems with partners,
Mm.
ladies or
There's somebody
gentlemen.
out there for you. I hear some women like feathers.
Okay. Not the important part. Who are you?
He gave
Can
you
you
his
tell
card.
me? Oh, what's the card say? I didn't know he handed it to me.
Do you know Elvish?
I do.
Okay. It says, Nivarn, gem salesman extraordinaire, purveyor of the finest gems in all of Taldore.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah, this character was introduced in Thia's one shot.
Yeah, I met
Navarre,
him in Kaima.
son of a bitch.
Yep, he was on his way to
Navarre.
Amon, and then he came back to Syngorn.
Is my arm glowing at all? Question mark.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't be embarrassing.
28.
28. You feel the feathers on your arm begin to kind of fall off within your robes, but no glowing yet.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the card and then look at him and then look at the card and then look at him.
Do you need glasses, son?
No, I don't need glasses.
Well, I do. Do you
Navarre.
know where there's an ophthalmologist that I could get some glasses?
You wouldn't by chance travel through planes, would you? Or have a history of doing so?
Well, in my older days, or I guess younger days, is that how the expression goes? Anyway, what was the question?
I feel like you're tricking me, sir.
And I feel like my drink is getting low.
I'll buy you another drink, I guess.
Thank you.
Navarn.
Thank you,
I
capricious.
son of a bitch. I signal over for another drink.
If it's on him, make that 2. If it's
Make
on
it-
me, make that 5, but I'm not paying for it. It's on him again.
Make it 2.
Oh, make it 5.
Make it
4 for me, 1 for you.
okay. I guess.
Oh.
Navarn, I'll ask again. You wouldn't by chance be a traveler through the plains?
Oh, no. No. No, I keep my feet safely planted here on the continent of Taldore. One time, my wife and I took a vacation to Marquette, but that was a whole... the airfare and the skyships was just terrible.
Insight check.
Make an insight check. One reason why I do this to you, Caleb, is because I love playing old people.
I know.
They're
14.
so fun. I get to like do weird stuff with my mouth and just be weird.
Oh, man.
14?
And you just know that I love playing along with these old people
Yes,
all the
I know.
time.
This is your
So
yes
fun.
and, Caleb. Yeah, so he doesn't appear to be lying. He's just excluding information. Sirus, you don't even notice this is going on. You're just getting ready and so nervous. And
I'm doing
This
like
seems like
the
a
whole,
riddle.
like I'm trying to like slick my hair back. I don't have hair, but I'm doing like the
yeah, yeah.
you know.
Just fidgeting with yourself. Yeah.
What is the title that I was originally given that Navarn and Garnash are? What are they?
So they were mercenaries. They were planar mercenaries.
Yeah.
But Garnash also said that Navarn was a Gith. So
Oh,
yeah,
he totally did.
yeah. Stack Gith are like Dungeons and Dragons aliens. Yeah, but they kind of look like elves because they have a common ancestry and.
Yeah, it's like the aliens that came down to Earth and popularized.
Listen here, Assassin's
You got
Creed.
it.
I don't need any of that.
Yeah. Navarn, how long have you been here in Syngorn?
Oh, well, got back about 20 minutes ago.
Where were you?
Oh, I was visiting my daughter in Iman.
Oh, that's so fun. Who's
Yeah,
your daughter?
she runs a shop there. She does clothes.
Oh, really? I've actually been to Amon and bought clothes before. What's your daughter's name?
Oh, you wouldn't know. She's kind of a big deal though, so you might. I don't know.
I would totally know her. Don't worry. I know a lot of people in Amon.
Oh well, my daughter's name is Britannica. She's very good with clothes.
Of course, I know Britannica. She actually did clothes for my guild.
Oh, for the Whiskey Stranglers.
Yes.
Mm.
Wish that was our fucking name.
I got Zach hard. Look at him.
We have a rival guild. Whiskey Stranglers.
Yes, the Whiskey Stranglers in Amon. You know, and Britannica is your daughter.
Not my pride and joy.
I just have where do you get the name Navarn?
Well, I assume it was given to me by my mom, but you never know these things. Oh, well, Philip was a traveling salesman. Navarn is just a traveling salesman.
Of course. And which one was given by your mom? Which name?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm over 1,000 years old, so you kind of lose track of things.
No,
I've
of
been
course.
many names. My favorite one was Philip, but Philip got in trouble with the ladies, so he had to have
Have
an
you ever-
accident in the sewers.
Have you ever died before, Philip?
Well, that's a strange question to ask.
It's not very strange when you meet people from my group. Not gonna lie.
From the Whiskey Stranglers?
Yes, of course, the Whiskey Stranglers.
If one needed a job done by the Whiskey Stranglers, how much would that cost?
How much do you have?
Well, money's no object to good old Navarne.
Of course. And what would you need done?
Oh, well, you see, I got this guy who's after me, and I was tipped off by an old friend that he might be near here. And, I was looking for somebody to kind of find him for me.
Yeah. Do you have any description of this character?
Well, you see, I heard he's kind of short and, real loud,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and he's missing a finger.
Nope, no, I've never met someone like
The
that.
Whiskey Stranglers have never run into a short, stacked loudmouth with one less finger than normal?
Well, we do have a short loudmouth, but not fitting the perfect description you're looking for here.
What about a tall guy who like yells a lot and like is just a buffoon?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah. No, never heard of one of those.
No, I've never met one of those before. No.
Odd. What about?
Yeah.
Could the Whiskey Stranglers maybe help me track down maybe a lady with some weird sword that like stabs people and like sucks their souls out? Could that maybe be something they could find?
No, we could definitely find someone who looks like that. We haven't encountered any of these people before, but we definitely could find someone like that.
Make a deception check.
I feel like we're both on the same page of what's happening here. I don't even know if I want to deceive him.
Oh no, I dropped my Matt Mercer dice. Oh no! I need my DM powers. Where'd it go?
He doesn't pick them up fast enough, he'll die.
Yeah, I'm gonna melt like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, got it. What'd you roll?
18.
Okay. Well, alright, you know what, Capricious? I like the cut of your walk. So,
Yeah.
I do have this one guy that I need hunted down, and I think the Whiskey, Pummelers, or whatever it is you're called, I think you could find him for him.
Really?
Yeah. You
What's
see,
he
I
look
got a
like?
piece of him, and I think that could help with your search. And then you see he pulls the feather from what's been sitting
Yeah.
on his shoulder, and he hands it to you.
I think I might be able to help you out with that one, Navarne.
Well, I hope you can. And then he gets up, and he starts to walk out. I'll be back in a few days to see what your progress is.
Of course. I'll be here, and I guarantee he'll be here for you.
I like you, Capricious. And I'm excited to meet the rest of your whiskey-fighting, ale-drinking, Flagon-slaying group. You see he
You have
walks out.
a good day, Philip. Have a good day.
And that will be where we take tonight's break.
I'm ready.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So, Anzu, Thea, Linares, and Syngorn all teleport back into the front of Targaris' estate. You see that a few lanterns have begun to be lit by some of the staff as the sun is setting in Syngorn.
Are there like a lot of people like in the front? Or are there like
No, it's only like 2 people.
okay, I don't feel like I wanna like just drop a bomb on him immediately. Like, is there a way like I can try to like smuggle her to my room?
Make a stealth check. Actually, Zygon will need to as well because you'll need help carrying her.
25.
25. Okay. Zygon rolled a 8.
That's good.
But yeah,
Interesting.
you guys begin to sneak around. Eventually get her into your room. No one seems to notice. You hear a voice in your head, Thea. That of your father's. Thea, I am in my study with a friend. We are waiting on you to go.
Got it. I'll be there in a few.
That's too many words. I don't know. That's too many words. All right.
I'll look at Answer and be like, "Oh, shut up." She's a loud bird.
Yeah, Andrew, shut up.
Yeah, Andrew, you shut the fuck up,
Hey.
you piece of shit.
So
You caused this
lazy.
problem. Now you got to deal with it. I'm gonna skedaddle. No. Maybe you should like, maybe we just keep her in here in my room. And you stay here. Watch over her for a little bit. I'm gonna go to that meeting, and then we can deal with this when I get back.
Did you guys teleport back, or are you at the college?
They
My
teleported.
dad's waiting on me.
Okay.
I don't want to leave her alone.
Well, maybe once she wakes up, should we come?
I don't think we need to drop a bomb on him in public.
It's true.
I think
He already had one bomb dropped on him in public. Thank you. One
Well, I suppose
it's something we should handle privately.
yes. Fine with me, I suppose.
Because
Make
I
sure
just
you
don't
take
know what
your
his
notes.
reaction.
Make sure you tell them the whole story about how we are desperate, and we will all die, all of us.
Can do. Just please don't let her leave this room till I get back.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Love that. And then I will skedaddle. Actually, is Rupert around? Do I know where he might be?
Oh, I forgot we haven't seen him yet.
Let's see here. It's around
That
6:30. Make a perception check. Oh yeah, that guy that I don't like.
Rupert.
19.
19.
Rolled a 4.
Because of your cleric abilities, it's easier for you to feel undead and things of that nature. You don't sense him nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna...
I am outside your house, though, waiting for the meeting.
I'm gonna cast Sending to Rupert and say, if you're not busy, could you mayhaps go to my room at my father's house
You have
and
10 more.
guard it. Something's happened. Anzu will explain.
Wow, you came in just under. You have one word left. Do you want to use that one word?
Hulu.
That's more than one word.
Nah,
That's one
that's
word.
one word.
Toodaloo is 3 words.
It's 3
Toodaloo, thank
syllables.
you.
Loo.
It's
3
one
words.
word.
Toodaloo, thank you.
Toodaloo is one word. I just looked it up.
Hyphenated.
It's hyphenated.
Oh.
Hmm.
Toodaloo here isn't. Oh yeah, it is hyphenated.
And then I'm gonna look at Anzu and be like, "You might have a guest to help you if you need anything. Teehee, it's Rupert. I'm gonna go. Bye."
Hee.
So
What do you mean it's Rupert?
Zygon is also going to stay with Anzu.
Please
Cool.
don't
The
kill
other one
him.
go to the meeting.
So Thea, you go down to your father's study, and as you turn the corner, you see him sitting at his desk, and across from him is a familiar face. It is Mathis with his kind of graying hair, cane sitting next to him.
Mhm.
Oh, is it happening at the house?
No,
No.
no. But everyone's
Oh, okay.
meeting here beforehand. I love how Animas is just like, when's the meeting gonna start? And it's like going on. When are we
Yeah.
leaving?
I would assume I'm just waiting at the foyer of the house.
Yeah.
Kind of chilling.
The foyer.
I'm sitting in the foyer.
Anyway, so Mathis looks over at you. Oh, hello. It's a pleasure to see you once more.
I look not guilty at all. Just kidding. I'm just twirling my hair. No. Hi. How
Hello.
are you?
Doing okay. Your father requested that I come to this meeting, since I have some information that your team might not.
Yeah, I definitely missed out on a little bit, so Animus should be, I think, joining us as well. I probably need to go find him.
I heard he was in the foyer.
Oh, the foyer.
Oh, and by the way, he pulls the stone from his pocket and he throws it to you.
Thank you.
Targarus.
Thanks for keeping me safe.
Targarus says, Thea dear, we will be meeting at the front of the estate shortly, if you would like to go collect your friend.
And I'm just gonna mosey on down to the foyer.
Well, now you can teleport to him.
To the foyer.
I guess I'll do that.
So Thea appears sitting next to you on the fainting couch.
Missed this thing.
Jeez, whoa. Forgot. How'd you get that back?
Mathis is here.
Oh, good. All of the important people in one place at one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not dangerous.
Yeah.
Ah.
How's your day been?
Oh, I met a friend. Let's call him a friend.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, his name's Navarn. And then
Oh.
I'm gonna pull my cloak up and kind of
Full
reveal
on, like, scarred into your arm. Like, it looks super irritated and red and, like, swollen.
Oh.
Not really sure what to do. He kind of found me. So as everyone said he was going to. So I mean, I'm not surprised.
Is it and then I'm gonna pull out the card he gave me and be like, this guy? Shut up.
Yeah.
Same card.
Where did you meet him?
I'm all. Man.
Hmm.
Birdie
You know-
wants to play. in the game.
He's feeling very vocal right now. One second, I gotta get her.
Yeah, no worries.
She
She's a
needs to come
birdie.
back.
She's a puppy, guys. It happens with the
Are
puppies.
you still? Hey.
My dog is sleeping.
Yeah, that's not a puppy.
No, that's not a puppy.
That is most definitely not a puppy.
That
I
is
don't have
old
a
dog.
So
Bummer.
The puppy is out there somewhere.
So as you and Thea are speaking, Mathis, you hear his cane hit the floor as he comes in. Animus, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Hello, Mathis. It is good to see you again. How's your injuries doing from Amon?
Well, a few new scars and bumps and bruises, but doing better.
That's good. That's good. All ready to lay down the news about the world coming to an end?
I just fucking like picked Birdie up and I like whacked my head against the door frame like as I was like doing it.
No.
Oh, it
Ow.
hurts so bad.
That's
Oh, no.
that's a hurtful.
God,
Oh
why am I
no,
dumb?
that sucks.
Anyway,
So Mathis is now in the room.
I asked him if
the,
he's ready to share the information of the worlds.
the world
being
only comes
destroyed.
to an end if we fail, Animus. Which,
True.
judging by the scoreboard, as it were, I think we have a shot, especially with some new
True.
information that I've learned. But we should get to the meeting first.
Of course, yes.
Hmm.
Thea, where did you meet Navarne?
I'm all.
No. Yeah, but did you find
At a
him, or
tavern.
did he just find you?
He just walked up to me at a tavern. He was giving me he was staring at me all weird, and then he came over and sat next to me and tried to talk to me for a little bit. But he gave me weird vibes, and I was like,
I think he's after the
Hello?
whole group. Cause
You
what he
think
said
so?
to me. Yeah, cause he goes. We had a conversation for a sec. Number one, I saw him in a dream a few weeks ago, so I saw him walk in, and I had just prayed for the Raven Queen, trying to rekindle that one, but
Mhm.
that's a separate thing. Yeah, so I was like, he just kind of came in right when I prayed. I was like, oh, this is a sign from the Raven Queen. Talked to him for a sec. He's like, I'm an old man, blah blah blah. I'm stupid, ha ha ha. And then all of a sudden, it really switched like halfway through the conversation. He was like, okay, well, do you Flagon Slayers didn't call us that? He called us something stupid like the fucking like bourbon drinker, thinker, whatever the fuck we wanted to be called. And he goes, yeah, I need you to find someone who looks exactly like Anzu. And I was like, I don't know who that is. And then he was like, I need you to find someone who looks exactly like Lochnar. And I was like, I don't know who that is either. And then he's like, maybe you'll find someone who this feather belongs to. He knew. He knows exactly what he's after.
Hmm.
But I think
He
I
did
may have
give me strange vibes. I couldn't quite get a read on him. I think when you get that old, you start to
just become creepy.
lose the normal, social cues of a regular human a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, two things that stood out to me. Number one, Garnash told me about this guy. Told me he's a Gith. Now, I've never run into a Gith, but I know they don't look like elves, and he looks like an old-ass elf to me. I know that
Uh-huh.
they're supposed to look more like a mutant version of an elf, yellow skin, stuff like that. But second thing is I may have incidentally brought the rest of the group into a situation that really only had to do with me, as it goes in our group.
I mean, at this point, I feel like no one can get mad about something like that. That's just gonna happen.
True. Well, now my issue is I'm only supposed to have 3 names that I'm supposed to take care of for the Baylor. But I also kind of was planning to just kill him so that I'm not a warlock anymore. Or do I finish the 3 names out and then I'm not a warlock anymore? But then all the souls that I give him, the 3 people, are all his if I finish it, which includes Matt,
Tabitha.
Tabitha. Yeah. Which includes Tabitha. It's been a while. Ooh.
Maybe
And
we do a little more research on this Navarre before we just kill him.
well, we've got 2
And
days to do it.
heard. Okay. Lots of things, lots of time crunches. I love that.
Might as well, might as well. Maybe we can just talk to him and be like, hey man, big misunderstanding. Not trying to kill you anymore. I'm actually trying to kill the guy who wants me to kill you.
He was ancient. I can't imagine what someone might want with him. I mean, he could have.
Imagine how powerful that soul is at 1,000 years old with that much knowledge, though. That's got to be
Right.
something powerful. That's not like just a
Right, and
baby.
that's why I can't imagine it. It's got to be. Who knows what this guy's done or hasn't done? I don't know.
Maybe we just kill him because he's a bad person.
We don't know that he is.
Kill him so that time doesn't have to. At this point, time's struggling to take him away.
So as you guys kind of wrap up this conversation, you eventually get to a dock that so Syngorn encompasses this large lake. What's the name of the lake? Yeah. No. This book is not intuitive. Well, what the heck? Lake Windlass. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. There's Y's and W's in weird spots. But it's the lake that is in the center of Syngorn. And you guys get into a small boat as you two are tasked with rowing the older men across.
I'm just going to use control water so that we don't have to row.
It's like a motorized boat. Just
at this point, I'm high enough level. I really should just be able to do this at ease. So
okay, so you just the boat across. You eventually get to the center area that's in the center of the lake that's been built up.
What's the lake called again?
Lake. I'll just spell it for you. YWNNLAS. Yeah,
that's
Y's.
not a word.
There's Y's and W's and N's. There's only one vowel in this entire word.
Yonless? Lake
Yonless Lake? I don't know. Anyway, so you get to this this built structure that's kind of like this what looks like an amphitheater. And you see a few torches are lit. You guys disembark. Torgharis turns to you. All right, so don't say anything out of turn. Thea, you know how some of the upper class members of Syngorn can be. Only speak when addressed, and answer any questions they might have.
Do my best.
The same goes for you as well, Animas.
Of course.
And Mathis is a known entity to the council, so.
Did they know I'm a king too? Are they going to be okay with that?
The council has seen many folk.
I can always change.
I would suggest no deception once entering the chambers.
No, of course, that makes sense.
So you guys enter. You guys are seated in the back. You see this elf dressed in what looks like a page or possibly a squire. Blows on a large horn. The meeting of the Council of Syngorn shall now be called to order. His Excellency, the Master of Commerce, Anlith Kinreath. And you see this older elf kind of walk in wearing these very nice robes. They all have little pope hats with like different designs on them.
Master of what?
So pretentious.
Master of Commerce.
Commerce. What's his name?
I'll give you all their names after we get
Oh.
through this scene.
Give it to me one more time, Jacob. I'll catch up
Okay.
next time.
It's Anlith Kirith.
Kirith.
Kearieth.
Okay, I'm good.
Her Excellency, Master of Transportation, Aegis Orwinis. You see this older elven woman walk in, take her seat. Master of Nations, Brandal Oriel.
Oh, I lost it.
Master of Law, Jeon Winrith. And due to family illness, the Master of the Divine, Colligan Lockdrenai, is unable to attend tonight's meeting.
Family illness.
Yeah, if you'll remember correctly, the girl or the woman with Anais was named Colette Lockdrenai.
I don't have my notes.
You may be seated. So for about the next hour, the council talks of politics, of crime in the city, which is very low, of commerce and things of that nature, and then eventually, the squire / crier, His Excellency Duke Targarus. And then you see your father get up as he walks through the aisles, kind of passing through. All right, everyone, get ready. Once again, don't talk out of turn. You know everything. So he goes up. You see the Master of Commerce, Annalise, kind of look down. To what do we owe this point of order, Targarus? Targarus, kind of and you see some parchment appears out of seemingly thin air as and then on his other hand, glasses appear and he puts them on. Masters, one and all, I bring news from the world and a warning sorts. As you all know, I was in Whitestone but a few weeks ago, when a attack was committed that wiped out a quarter of the city. Through evidence that we have collected and through eyewitness accounts, we have concluded that a group known as the Five was the one that struck Whitestone. My daughter and her guild mate are here to discuss, as well as the spy master of Iman, Mathis, has been brought to address the severity of the claim. If it would please the council, I would like to have them recognized and brought up. Anlith kind of checks with the other council members. They all nod. They may approach the dais. So then Targarus turns to you guys and motions for you to come over.
Just awkwardly, very slowly, awkwardly get up and kind of walk around, kind of eye everybody,
You hear a few as the
I
rest
just
of the room is pretty silent.
I just walk straight up there without looking at anybody.
You see Mathis kind of walks. You see his injuries are still kind of plaguing him a little bit. Which one of you would like to go first? Would you like me to go, or I can only speak on Iman's response.
Should we start at the beginning, or like what should we do here?
I don't think we have time for the beginning, Animus. Think
Go
of
ahead.
more of a
I'll
list.
just add in things that are important. You go
Very well.
ahead.
If it would please the council, I am Mathis, the spy master of Amon. With our work with a guild of adventurers named the Flagon Slayers, we have identified a group known as the Five, who wish to bring about a new calamity. And you hear everyone go, oh, just everything kind of explodes into rapid talking as the squire bangs onto the floor. The council requests the group come to order. As everyone kind of dies down. You see Analyst looks over. Mathis of Iman. A new calamity is not possible. It is unfathomable. Mathis. I too shared your apprehension, Master. But with the things that I have seen and the attack that I have witnessed on Whitestone, plus my own imprisonment in Western, I can only draw one conclusion. From what we have learned, the Five are using ancient magics, not of this plane, to bring about a second calamity that would unify the Great Plains and the Lesser Plains into one in a misguided attempt to save the material plane. I do not know who their leader is, only a description of a cloaked figure wearing a mask in the visions of a dragon, along with a sword with heads of the same species. We have also received reports of lieutenants of a trio of women that do some of the lesser work of this figure. I wish that this were not true. But from what I have seen, I can draw only one conclusion. These people are in fact serious, and they do in fact plan to harm this plane and all the others that connect to it.
Dave, can I insight check the council, please?
Sure.
I want to look around and see if there's anybody who's acting almost too calm or looks like they already know what's going on.
Almost too calm, or looks like okay.
Also, let my dog out as I make this roll.
The Portuguese water dog wants out.
Wait, who let the dogs out?
Who? I don't know.
Ooh, what a roll! What's my insight? 25.
What a roll. What am I doing again? You pick up that all of the council members are insanely skeptical of what Mathis is claiming. That they're interested. They're not, laughing you out of the room. But they don't seem to be taking it as seriously as you would hope.
I was specifically looking to see if anybody looks like they may already know this information because they
No.
possibly are part of it.
No, none of them appear to have known this prior.
Okay.
Bless you.
You see the
Bless
Master of
you,
Transportation. She, thank you. She, pipes
What's
up.
her name?
Her name is Agis, Agis. Oriwins, Oriwenys. I had to make really crazy names for elves because they do some weird ones. But anyway,
Agis.
Agis.
Or Agis.
Yeah, Agis.
Agis?
Master
goose.
Agis. So she looks over. Why would such cretins want to do such a thing? they believe that there is some sort of dire consequence if it is not done. Uh, with all due respect to the council, the Council of the Mon has already voted and decided that if this were to happen, that they would then close off all information in order for self-preservation. We do not wish to do this, and we believe that with the help of this group of adventurers, that we can stop this calamity before it begins. I have recently received information that one of the 5 is stationed closely to Syngorn, and that she has been doing strange experiments with creatures. I have also received reports of an accomplice to such woman who has been seen through Syngorn. We do not yet know their motives, but we do know that they are here. You see, everybody starts to kind of murmur, and you hear whispers going through. I do not mean to alarm anyone, but action must be taken in order to prevent such tragedy from befalling Syngorn, like it befell Whitestone. But that is all that I may speak on. Thia and Animas can speak to more first-hand experience as they have had more interaction with the 5.
Yeah.
You see Mathis kind of steps away.
Did it seem like Mathis didn't want to tell them the reason that they want to bring about a second calamity?
He seemed to ignore the question.
Well, then I'll start off and say, to answer your question, this group believes that there is a finite amount of magic on the material plane, and that we as mortals are using it recklessly, and we will use it up and drain this plane of all of its magical energy. That is their reasoning, and who knows? They could be right, but the methods through which they are trying to go about this will cause basically every plane of existence to merge into one, causing absolute chaos. My group and I have seen signs of it, and many of them have been present for, I personally wasn't, but the destruction in Whitestone. As a group, we've we think, 2 of their members, but who knows anymore? We could be wrong. It's something that needs to be taken seriously.
As you
And
finish,
I also want to, at some point, jump in. Am I supposed to tell them about like the disease stuff too, or just
the meeting does not cover that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
So as you finish, you see the Master of Law, who's kind of this like.
What's his name?
His name is Jahan Windreath.
Jahan.
Yeah, Jahan. Winreath. Yeah, that's close enough. Winthra, elf names. Wynthyra. There's a lot of Y's in elf names.
Winthra.
Okay. He's kind of a stockier elf. Not used to seeing ones that aren't so thin, but he kind of pipes up. And why should we believe a group of drunken adventurers that call themselves the Flagon Slayers? I, for one, think that this is just a way for them to milk us for money. And I will not have it.
Yeah, we don't
Where
need
is your
money.
physical proof?
We don't
Where's your
need
physical
money.
proof, young
Trust
woman?
me, we don't need money. Don't worry. We're not
Only
here for
speak
money.
when spoken to.
You just spoke to
talking.
us.
I
We're
was not
talking
speaking to you, sir.
Knowing my history, do you think I want to stand up here and beg for your help?
I know you, Thea. I know that you were quite the troublemaker back in the day gave your father quite a scare. But I, for one, unless I see physical proof of this coming calamity, will not authorize and shall not stand for our men to be put to slaughter by a dragon.
Hmm.
Heard that one before.
Once again, do not speak unless spoken to, or I will have you removed and put in chains.
My bad.
You could try to tell them about the support we already have.
You
Oh,
hear
we already
Ange's
said-
voice floating through the ether.
Mathis already
Tell
explained
them
that
about
we
the
have
support.
support of Amon.
Yeah, but we also have the support of the Druids and Titania.
I'm not telling about the druids. The druids are secret. You're not supposed to talk about them.
We don't talk about.
The druids.
We
You
don't
could
talk
tell
about the Ashari.
Titania. Titania is a pretty big deal. She's jumping on it.
She's the queen of the Sealy court. Unless you have anything else to add, I call for this meeting to be adjourned and for this hogwash to not be spoken of again. And you see
Second for me.
Targaryen steps forward. Masters, please, if you would just hear us out. We have eyewitness accounts. We have injuries. Master Mathis has scars from battle and from the explosion that rocked Whitestone. I swear to you this is true. And yes, my daughter was quite the troublemaker in her past, but she is now a cleric of the Moonweaver. She is upstanding member of society. Do not let what she did in the past color your opinion now. And they all kind of go quiet.
Oh.
May I speak, please?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it. But could I? Actually, yeah, I'll let him.
Animus, you step to the dais.
Okay. Listen, I know that there's going to be trust issues here. Obviously, me being a Kenku and not being an elf, that's going to be a thing. You not trusting Thea because she has a past known to all of you. You know, maybe you hate when a random group of adventurers comes up and brings up some sort of situation that seems like they're just trying to get something out of you. I feel like this one is a little bit more important and is a little bit easier to prove. There's too many things going on that you've heard about at this point that you can't just sit here and say at least something's not going on, right?
This boy wishes to lecture the Council of Syngorn on what we should and should not take seriously.
You're the only. Do you have, what? How do you want me to prove this? Why would I be here? I obviously don't want to be here. Go ahead, insight check me. Roll a dice right now.
Roll your dice, man. You see Trandal, the Master of Relations. You see that they begin to kind of move forward. I believe that we should have the chamber cleared. And they're younger than the other council members. They're around Targaryen age. We should have the chamber cleared. This is beginning to be heated, and I believe there's more information that they wish to share that they do not wish to in front of the general public. This is already going to be a hard thing to contain. The others kind of look. You see Anlith. I agree. Please vacate the chamber, all but those who have been recognized at the dais. We wish to discuss this privately. And then you see the squire, and you see two guards kind of begin to motion the rest of the group out. Trandal looked over. Thank you. Now, what you say is that there's going to be a second calamity, and that if we, as the governing body of Syngorn, do not agree to help you, that you will fail in your quest to prevent it if it is real, as as the Master of Law kind of begins to get a little bit red in the face. I propose that we send this group to investigate this Shavira that Duke Targaryen and Master Mathis have proposed. If they can bring back evidence of her foul doings,
Just her existence or what she's doing?
what she is conducting, they mentioned experiments. If you can give us evidence that these experiments are being conducted and that they are leading to this second calamity, which you claim, then we shall consider your claims to be legitimate. And you see the Master of Law once again, and they hold up a finger. But if you do not return within 3 days with this evidence, this matter will be closed, and you will be asked to leave Syngorn, all except for Duke Targaryen.
What if we get killed in
If you
those
get
3 days?
If you get killed, then I would suggest having a backup plan.
I mean, the backup plan's you. It was getting help from other cities and stuff. That was the whole point.
Well, Animas, then you best succeed. So with that, we go to Sirus.
I hate Shavira so much. I just don't want to talk to her.
We go to Sirus. Sirus, it's around 7, so this is about an hour back from where the meeting is right now.
Okay.
So it's around 7. As you're kind of waiting, kind of rocking back and forth. You're a little tipsy, but not too bad. Feywild alcohol is
Loosey-goosey.
much heavier than anything you get here. But yeah, you're a little loose.
Cool. Perfect.
So eventually you see Annadelle come in.
So as she walks in, I like flag down the little bartender. I'm like, hey, dude, am I like, am I presentable? Like, am I?
You see this like half orc, who's like one of his fangs is like, or one of his like tusks is like gone, and he's seen some stuff. You see scars across his face. I mean, you're not really my type, but yeah.
All right, perfect.
You look okay.
Perfect. And I like stand up. I kind of pat down and like get all the creases out.
Okay. So Annadelle comes over, and the bartender looks at you. Have fun, kid. Goes back down to the bar.
Milady, and then I pull out the chair.
Okay, ground rule number 1: never do that ever again.
All right.
You don't have to get I'm not a damsel in distress. I can get my own chair. But
Right.
but the thought counts. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer if we went downstairs now.
You don't want like a drink first?
No,
No.
I think I'm good.
Maybe a bite to eat.
No.
No. Okay. Well, let's just go right to it then, I guess. Hey.
All right. So she grabs your hand
Who?
and she walks you out of the tavern. You guys go down the street a little bit and then take a left into an alley, and you see what looks like a cellar door, you know. And you see she pulls out a key, she unlocks it, and then she pins you up against the wall and like begins to like take off your shirt or your like tunic, and things are getting spicy, as they say. And then as the two of you are kissing, she begins to lead you down into this cellar.
Downstairs! Let's go.
You two stop long enough for her to be able to guide you through. You have dark vision, so you can see. It's kind of like there's no torches or anything. It's like super dim. So she leads you through, and you guys walk for about a minute or two, till eventually she gets to another door and she unlocks it. And then she once again grabs you, and the two of you kind of spinning with saliva being exchanged. Get into the room. She throws you down on the bed. I need you to make a perception check.
Oh God.
I knew something was.
I don't
gonna
know
happen.
what I missed when I was grabbing chips, but I guarantee I just have this feeling he did the inner thigh touch. I just
not.
have this feeling.
Okay.
Nobody has
moved-
to tell me that I'm
She
right
moved
because I know.
much quicker than.
She's,
I
she's
did not
leading
have
the tab.
time.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Go for it.
You hear Animas's voice echo through your head.
You gonna learn what an insight check is tonight.
I'll do the perception and then I'll do the inner thigh check.
What did you roll on your perception check?
That's perception is there you are. That is an 8.
8.
Really
Not very
busy.
perceptive, are you?
Oh,
He's
not.
frazzled.
I have
Not
no
right
idea
now.
what's happening around me.
Okay. So as you go down on the
Perception.
you
Oops.
land on the bed. The room is pretty dark. And then she gets on top of you, and you see she grabs one of your arms, and she actually like ties you up. She ties one of your arms to one of the posts, and then ties your arm to another post. Are you going along with it?
What's our safe word? I'm more of like a. If I yell pineapple.
She
Pineapple.
ties your feet to the other posts. And then you see she goes behind this, like, I guess it's like a boudoir, like one of those, like, so she goes behind it, and you can see that she lights a torch, but you don't see like a source of fire. You just see it kind of light up. You're like, well, that's kind of weird. And then you see all the torches around. You see around the room dozens of dead bodies.
Oh no!
You see
It's that.
you see blood stains all over the room. But you also see something very weird. In the back left corner, you see Annadelle slumped over dead. You're like, what?
Pineapple.
So as this figure comes back around, you recognize this woman, but it is not Annadelle. You have seen her once before in the catacombs of the Clasp headquarters. But the last time you saw her, she was carrying flammable material. This is Quindella, one of the lieutenants of the fund.
Go downstairs.
And she looks at you, and she licks her lips. I think the fun can begin now.
Pineapple.
Anzu,
Pineapple.
going back to you.
Stairs. Let's go.
Anzu,
So
it's
what am I
around.
doing?
It's around 7. You are just kind of sitting there. You and Zygon are playing cards. You eventually feel this like chill in the air as from the shadows you see Rupert emerge, carrying what looks like takeout. Well, first of all, hello, Anzu. It's a pleasure to see you again. Zygon goes, huh? And he goes back to playing cards. I brought food. I thought that would be something that you would enjoy.
Are you sleeping with my niece?
I would prefer not to answer that. That's a little private.
That's a fair question.
Eat up, Anzu. We can discuss family relations later. He plops down the
Oh.
food. Zygon deals him in. How is your wife, by the way? I can tell that her heart is beating and that she's breathing regularly, so
Oh, well,
things should
I'm
be
glad you're monitoring that. Thank you. Please
You're
try
very
not to eat her.
That's very rude and a little racist, but I'm going to let it slide.
I'm gonna eat some of the
I don't think
eggs. And
vampires
take,
are race.
Well, kind
It's
of.
a disease.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's like it's like saying someone with like a horrible disease is a different race, Jacob.
Well,
Also, he has been eating people.
in different canon, vampires can be a race. Like Vampire the Masquerade, I believe they can. And then anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Also, he is a half orc, and there is the orc racism. Time goes by pretty easily. Around 9. You see Rupert kind of wait for a second. And so you need to leave.
I need why?
You need to leave. And then you hear people screaming as the door flies open. And you see Gustava. My lord, we need to leave now. There is someone
Gustavo,
attacking.
come here. Please step within the ring.
As he's coming in, you see as Gustavo flies through the window of the room, and you see stepping into the doorway the masked figure with the dragon-headed sword. I believe that you have something I want. And that will be how we end tonight's episode.
Oh, you're dead.
Damn.
Oh, everyone's dead but me.
Things are ramping up. Let's go. Oh,
Maybe I'll just go work for Shabira.
I swear to God.
Well, everybody, we want to say thank you so much for watching. We hope Brady is watching the VOD because things are happening. Things are happening. But thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again next week. Have a good night, everybody. Or day, or whatever time you're watching.